Hey everyone, Bess McCarty here, Victoria, Kansas, with the Ask Bess Show. Some tips today for how to find stillness, how to take a break, time to take a break from all of the frenetic activity of this time right now, all of the reaction, the frenzy, the overwhelm, the feeling out of control, the anxiety and all that. How to take a break from all that. I'm going to give you 10 tips today and more. How to take a break from that, how to step out, how to find that stillness so that we can reclaim our clarity, our peace of mind, our health, our wisdom, our gratitude, our happiness, beauty, being able to be in touch with our inner guidance again. So I'll share with you some tips in a moment. Real quick, I'll share my best tip with you. And that is what I like to do every morning for my spiritual exercise. I like to do some spiritual growth reading, and then I take about 20 minutes and I sing Hue, silently or out loud. And this is a word that I learned 40 years ago in Eckankar that has always connected me again with my center, with divine love, with shifted me from fear to love, and helped me to have understanding, to have guidance, to have direction about a question. Sometimes I just ask a question I want to know about what I'm going through, or something I don't understand, or a problem that I want to find a solution to. And so I will sing Hue, H-U, and that sounds like Hue. And I can do this out loud, I can do it silently. Some people like to pray or meditate or just sit in silence or just be in nature or go for a walk or be with a pet or a kid, a child could. All of these things have helped me a lot to when I need to recharge, when I need to find my stillness and take a break and find my center again. But I also want to give you 10 tips from Ryan Holiday, who wrote a book called Stillness is the Key. And some of this overlaps, but I want to share his 10 tips. And he says, number one, don't read the news. I hardly ever read the news until the pandemic happened. Then I thought, well, I should be informed. But then when I read it, they lead on to another thing, and I read too much. All of a sudden, a half an hour has gone by, and that's too much, or even longer. So that I realized really affected my mind, because what I eat, right? I become what I eat, and I want to watch what goes in me. So now I try to just limit the news to maybe a minute a day, just to catch up real quick, see what's happening. So that's helped me a lot. And then he suggests reading books. Read really good ones, positive, uplifting. The motivational speakers, Tony Robbins and Zig Ziglar, and for me, John Maxwell on leadership, and all of these wonderful, wonderful people. Wonderful. Okay, next one he says is journal. And I remember the saying that paper is more, I think it was Anne Frank said this, paper is more forgiving than people are. And you can tell anything to your paper. You can get it out of you, right? And I happen to have a 4-step self-journal, self-help method called Real Conversations, where you write down what's bothering you, you're feeling under that, and the need under that, and then meet that need in a healthy way. Because every problem is really the sign of an unmet need. So my quick help, self-help solution to problems is my Real Conversations method, which I've been teaching for about 30 years now. And that teaches you how to do this. You can get these self-help tools. I'm making these free as a gift to people right now. And at the link, I'll post a link below, but it's bessmccarty.com/real. bessmccarty.com/real. And you can get an audio, which is a radio interview, and the chart that I made up with this 4-step method, and some directions on how to journal yourself through it. So I think you will love this. I use it every day since I evolved this technique. Which I've used ever since with clients and students and myself. So that is for journaling. He says walk or run, and I know that as a body-mind therapist, anytime that you get the blood going, you get aerobic, get the breath going, you are creating movement. And if you feel stuck or anxious or fearful, anything like that, that's just a stuck feeling. And so when you go for a walk, it begins to move the energy, because emotion is energy in motion. It begins to create the motion. So that helps and necessarily moves it through. Like a child doesn't get stuck with an intense emotion or cry very long. It's short-lived. They let it out, they express it, they go on. And that's what we can do. Okay, he said, enjoy also to create stillness. Enjoy the simple pleasures. And I think this is sun rising or flower, have gratitude for the little things. He says, create a routine out of the chaos. And is that why we hear, make your bed every morning? If nothing else goes right, at least you know you made your bed, right? There's a comfort in routine. And he says, seek solitude. Do what it takes sometimes to get apart. Even extroverts need some quiet alone time. And he says, zoom out, meaning back up and realize that history has repeated itself and will always repeat itself. There's been pandemics. Everything going on now is just part of a cycle. And he says, hobbies. There's a peace in doing our hobbies, whether it's baking or sewing or fishing. A lot of people are taking these up right now. And lastly, he says, look for the greater good. Work for the greater good. And service has brought me a lot of peace inside when I focus on seeing how I can help the next person, and that gets me out of myself. So hope you enjoyed these tips. Love to hear your comments below. If you like it, I'd love for you to like it, share with others that could be getting benefits from this too. But mostly I'd like to hear from you and how are you doing, and any tips, questions you have along these lines. So we'll see you in the comments, and see you next time, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.